Hello, I'm Les... What the fuck? What the hell is this? Never mind, it's not important. What's important is I'm LesBeardly, and a while back I made a video in which I was mean to a girl on the internet. I made fun of her DeviantArt and people didn't like that very much. I would like to prove that I don't hate women. They're strong, independent creatures who deserve my respect. And that's why I'm going on a foam adventure. You don't have to settle on wearing a dress. I mean, you can wear whatever you want. You have the right to make your own decisions, but you don't need to try to look sexy for men. You can do what you want. You're an independent person. I have to apologize for being mean to girls on the internet. I mean, I'm being part of the problem here. I'm not helping things, and misogyny is a true problem in our society today. Take, for example, these quotes from a feminist forum I've read. Crossword puzzle I was just doing. 5-letter word meaning breadwinners. The answer? Papas. As someone who was raised by a single mother and worked part-time and later full-time when raising my own 6 kids, I was incensed. My daughters and daughters-in-law all work full-time and they have young children. I flung the book to the floor. Childish, I know, but it pissed me off. Flinging it to the floor seems a mild reaction. To me, I'd be tempted to write a very rude letter to the publishers, suggesting they remove the misogynist from their staff. I was recently filling out a form at a doctor's office that asked for head of household. I left it blank. I remember when I graduated from college and entered the workforce in a very male-dominated field of engineering. I worked very hard to educate my lame coworkers to use the word woman, not girl. When they would refer to a girl, I'd ask if they were talking about their daughter or granddaughter. In fact, I just educated some dude about this a couple of weeks ago when someone says girl. I envision in my mind a child. I explained that, and he actually thanked me. I think the MSM has had a lot to do with making girl a cute thing to say. I don't want to be called a little old lady either. I'd get fat old lady. Someone called me a lady once and I retorted, I'm no fucking lady. Reading some of the posts in this thread, I thought maybe I'd tumbled back into the 1950s. Let us all pause for a moment and consider what the response of the person in question, of ourselves, and of the world at large would be if someone referred to a male African-American adult as a boy. That's really the only answer needed to the question of whether to call women girls, I think. Don't leave her hanging! There you go. Anyway, the use of the word for a child to refer to or address an adult or adults is demeaning. Not everyone who uses or used those words intends or intended to demean, but that is the effect, and very often the intention. The way to avoid sounding like you're intending to demean, even if you aren't, just don't do it. It's easy. The same goes for addressing female adults as miss, although don't call me man hand-wringers notwithstanding. Is girl the counterpart of guy? Nope. What's interesting there is that there really is no female counterpart of guy, or of chat, or fellow. 1 in 4 men is a wife-beater. They pretend to be devoted followers of their future victim until they have her trapped, usually after the birth of the first child. I'm just escaping an extremely abusive situation, and my abuser seems to have all the rights, in spite of the 5-year restraining order I have against him. I'm involved in a women's group that had their first meeting last night. We're mostly a social service organization, donating and volunteering en masse for local women's crisis operations, while serving as a support network for members' individual projects. This inspiration for the group came when one of the women looked up the definition of woman for use in a personal project. She Googled, and what she found was inadequate at best. Oh god, a drive-by annoying. of course, that's alright. These girls are free to do what they want. They're independent women. Anyway, this definition was inadequate at best, and bizarre, if not insulting, if you thought about it for very long. It occurred to her that this definition didn't suit any woman she knows, and so she put the question to the group, which I am putting to you, my friends. How would you change or improve this definition? What do you consider to be the defining characteristics of woman? For example, if the archaic car woman can be the third in Google's list of womanly definitions, what would you replace it with? Well, it seems the problem with the definition is that women apparently only exist in conjunction with men. This makes sense if you read fairy tales and see the social engineering in this country. I mean, when I hear how women dream their whole lives of their wedding day, why am I not surprised that they have a handicap spot? It's, shocking. They seem totally normal. I mean, when I hear how women dream their whole lives of their wedding day, the best day of their lives, I want to hurl. Women seem to only exist to have babies and raise kids and take care of their husbands. All the progress we have made and we still seem to have this. I would say a woman is a female person. Why does it have to be as opposed to a man? A female is a person possessing a uterus and a vagina. I could start getting sarcastic here, but I won't. I could just spit at all of the nice guys in my place of employment who seem to blame the fact that woman after woman crashes and burns, if she even gets in the door at all, while man after man, competent and otherwise, easily fits in and rises to the top on the women who just don't have what it takes.
We have to put a band-aid on it. Make it all better.
A lot of articles in the last 30 years. It's very awesome. You girls are so intelligent and amazing people. A lot of articles in the last 30 years. Even so, an anthropologist recently put forth a theory that we became bipedal so men could carry gifts to entice... I'm sorry, I was just banging my head on my desk. Let's continue. It is hard to know what to do when someone that stupid has multiple degrees. No, we didn't rearrange our pelvic structure because a guy gave us presents. Another anthropologist, anthropologists as a whole, believe 6 impossible things before breakfast, most having to do with bipedalism or women. Believes that women began cooking to entice men. Yeah, that's the ticket. Having to feed the toddlers playing at her feet probably had nothing to do with it. Females choose. They have to. Any guy will tell you how great he is. The female's duty is to get the best genes she can for her kids. She wants them smart, strong, and disease-free. She wants them to live to grow... It's plain that there are several issues today in which men don't respect women, and I deeply regret being one of those people. And I hope doing this video... I'm sorry, this is not working. I hate women more now than ever before. I want these people in this video to die horribly in a fire that I set while they're still breathing. I hate these girls so much. I'm sorry, I thought I was a fair person, but I guess I just hate women. I can't help myself. I'm a male chauvinist, misogynist pig. What can I say? Oh, God. You know what's horrible? I don't even feel bad. I totally feel that the girls in this video are bitches and deserve to be treated like shit. Sadly, I haven't learned my lesson. Hopefully you've learned something from this.